Okay, now let's start with the module number 3. Let's go ahead with the numerical. As discussed, that we are going to focus on the numericals only for the module number 3, job shop scheduling and project scheduling. So here, as the data mentioned, the processing time for 5 jobs and the due dates are given for a single machine scheduling is a given below in table. Determine the sequence, total completion time, average completion time, average number of jobs in the system, and the average job lateness using the following priority sequence rule. See, before we jump to the directly to the calculation part, let me make you aware of that sequencing. There are many types of sequencing methods are available. In the very first is the priority sequencing rules, right? So there are many priority sequencing rule are there. As we go to the, I can say, in the theater for movie, so we are always standing in a queue. So at that time, it is called as a first come, first serve, right? So in these way, there are variety of sequencing rule we are implementing on the shop floor. Take an example, last come, first serve. So in the lecture, I have given an example, and I guess Lohit was there, right? So do you remember, Rohit, which example I have given for the last come, first serve for the priority sequencing rule?
No, ma'am.
Okay. When we are loading a truck, so what happens? The first come, that particular container is going in the definitely the last one, right? In the last row. And the last one which we are going to load, that is going to be unloaded first. Do you remember? Have you seen the loading and unloading of the truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So whatever we are going to load last, that whenever we are going for unloading at the time, that particular container which is going to be loaded last is unloaded first. So that priority sequence is called as the last come, first serve. Right. So there are other many sequencing rules are there. Shortest processing time, the job which are in the sequence, but the job which are having the shortest processing time, that we are going to consider first. The other one is exactly opposite. That is the longest processing time. The job which are requiring the longest processing time, that we are going to consider first for the processing purpose. Next one is the earliest due date. The job which is having earliest due date are going to be taken as a priority. So we are going to process that particular job as first. Right. So there are many such types of rules are there. If you go through these slides now, at that time I have mentioned in the beginning how many sequencing rules are there. So these are the list which has been mentioned in your syllabus. But numericals belonging to all these are not going to be asked. Very few are there for which numerical has been asked in the university exam, right? So here we are focusing only the few of them, and for which I have mentioned the data in your numerical. So let's go ahead with the numerical number 1 for the sequencing. So here for uh, 4 types of, I can say, priority sequencing, they have mentioned the data. The very first is shortest processing time. The second one is earliest due date. The third one is longest processing time. And in the last, they have mentioned, they have asked, compare all the above with respect to their characteristics. Right. And the jobs are given over here. That is, number of jobs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And accordingly, their processing times are given. And in the last row, they have mentioned the due dates. It means that let's talk about the first job. It means that this first job is requiring 9 hours of processing time. And from today, we are having 16th day on which we have to deliver this particular first job. Right. So from today, we have 16 days to process this particular number, this particular first job, right? If it is going to be 17th day, then it is going to be late. So before 16 days, we need to wind up this particular processing. So accordingly, for second job, we have from today, 20th day. For third, we are having 25th day. For fourth, we are having 15th day. And for fifth number of job, we are having 40th day, right? So now let's go ahead how we are going to calculate. Right, okay. Now, as per the shortest processing time, first we need to focus which job is having the shortest processing time. So that is going to be first in the sequence. So if you go for to the previous slide, which one is having the shortest processing time over here? That is job number 3. Then the next higher is job number 5. Then next higher is job number 2, then 1, and then 4. So we have sequence as per the SPT as 3, 5, 2, 1, 4. So do we have, let's check in 3, 5, 2, 1, 4. Right. So in these sequence, we need to process the job. So first we are going to process job number 3. It is requiring from the date which has been mentioned. From that date, we are having 5 days remaining. So flow time will be your 5 days. Due date is also been mentioned over here, जो आपका previous slide में दिया गया था. So job lateness we are going to calculate over here, right? Okay. So in this way we are having SPT. Right? Okay. Now, third job is going to be completed within the days. Now, here before proceeding, we need to focus any dates are going to be mentioned over here. No. So we are going to consider it from the day itself. So next job is job number 5. It requires 6 processing days and it is having a due date as 40, right? So in flow, if this is going to require a 5 days, right? And here float days are 5. So 5 plus 6, it is going to be 11. So from today to 11th day, we are going to complete this job number 5, right? And its due date is 40. So lateness is going to be 0 over here. Now let's go for the next job. That is job number 2. It is requiring 7 days to process. So 11 plus 7 on the 18th day, we will be completing this particular second number of job. So by 18th day, we are going to complete 3, 5 and second number of job. Its due date is 20. So lateness is going to be considered as 0. Now, this one is the critical one. Job number 1. It is requiring 9 processing days, right? So here 18 plus 9, it is going to be 27, but due date is after 16. And we are going to process it after 27 days. So it is going to have a lateness of 27 minus 16, 11 days it is going to get late, right? Job number 4. 4 is requiring 11 days to process. So 27 plus 11, it is going to give you 38th day. So from today to 38th day, we are going to complete job number 4. And its due date is what? That is a 15. After 15 till 15th day, we need to complete this particular job, but we are going to complete it after 38th day. So lateness is how much? How many days it is going to be late? 23 days. 38 minus 15. It is going to be 23 days late. Are you clear with this? Am I clear? Any doubt, any query for this?
No, ma'am.
Chaliye next. So this is your shortest processing time. Let's move ahead. Next one. So here we are going to calculate some of the things. So by what time or how many days it is going to require to complete all these this jobs. So total, if you are going to do it, we will be having 38 days. So summation of this column is going to give you 38 days, right? So all these jobs are going to be completed after 38 days. Average completion time is how much? So here it has been mentioned. So total flow time is given over here. So average completion time required to do or process the job is 99 divided by number of jobs, that is 5. So average each and every this job is going to require 19 days for the processing. Average number of jobs in the system, how many are there? So here we have total number of processing over here, flow time divided by processing days. So you will be sorry. Okay. So flow time divided by processing days are going to give you the average number of jobs in the system. So every day you will be finding 2.61 jobs in the system. Average job lateness is whatever lateness has happened, that is 34 days, right? The jobs are delayed. So 34 divided by number of jobs, that is going to give you 6.8 day. So every job is approximately 6.8 days delay in the system. So this is for the SPT rule. Now let's go ahead with the earliest due date priority sequencing. So here, instead of processing, now we are going to focus on the due dates, right? So here, let's go ahead with the our previous slide. That is this one. Now here we have job 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the earliest due date over here. That is the 15th, right? In 15th day, before 15th day, we need to complete job number 4. Then after next hire is the 16th. Before 16th, we need to complete job number 1. Then next is before 20 days, we need to complete job number 2. Next is before 25 days, we need to complete job number 3. And at the last, before 40 days, we need to complete job number 5. So here sequencing of job processing is what? 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. So let's go to that particular slide. 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is the sequence in which we are going to process all the jobs on the shop floor. So here we have focused on the due date. So due date is mentioned over here. So we are now entering first the fourth number job. So it is entering, it is requiring 11 days to process. So flow time will be 11, due date is 15. So no problem, no lateness is going to happen. Next one is job number 1. It is requiring 9 days. So 11 plus 9. So after 28th day, we are having completion of 2 jobs, that is 4 and 1, right? Due date is 16 and it is getting completed in 20 days. So how many days are going to be late? That is 4. Next job is 2. Job number 2. It is requiring 7 days to process. So 20 plus 7, it is 27. So after 27th day, 4, 1 and 2 completely are going to be over with their processing. But the second number job is having due date as 2. So how many days it is going to be late? That is 27 minus 27. Now job number 3, processing time is 5. 27 plus 5, 32. 32, but due date is 25. So 32 minus 25, it is 7 days late, right? And the last one is job number 5. It requires 6 days to process. So 32 plus 6, it is 38th day when all the jobs are getting completed. And the 5th number job is requiring due date. It is having a due date 40, but it is getting completed in 38th day. So no job lateness is there, right? Okay. So now this is going to be summarized in terms of what? Yes, right. Total completion time is how much? 38 days over here. At the 38th day, we are going to complete all the jobs. All the 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your completion date is 38 day. Average completion date is what? So that is the flow time summation. This summation divided by 38. So you will be getting, sorry, total flow time divided by number of jobs. So average completion time for each job is going to be 25 days. Each job on an average requiring 25.6 days to get complete. Average number of jobs in the systems, that is your flow time divided by your processing time. So it is going to give you average number of jobs in the system is 3.37. Average job lateness is your summation of this, that is job lateness days divided by number of jobs, that is 5. So you will be getting 3.6 days each and average. Every job is getting delay or late. Now all these things are going to be summarized in the last slide, so don't worry. So let's have a look for the longest processing time, LPT. Now here, first one we have considered as shortest processing time. So according to the shortest processing time, we have sequenced the jobs, but now it is opposite to that. The job which is having maximum processing time, that we are going to consider first, and it is going to be processed first. So here job number 4 is having the maximum time to process. So we are taking it first. So flow time is going to be 11. Due date is 15. So no job lateness is there. Next one is the first job. That is processing time is 9. Your 11 plus 9 flow time is going to be 20. Due date is 16. So approximately 4 days it is going to be late. Next one is processing time is 7 for the job number 2, 20 plus 7, 27th day. And it is having due date as 20. So average job lateness is 7 days. Then we are considering job number 5. It is having processing time as 6. 27 plus 6, we are having 33. And it is going to get complete in 40 days. So we are having no job lateness. And the last one is job number 3. Processing time is 5. So 33 plus 5, we are having 38 day. So at the end of 38th day, all the jobs are going to get complete, right? So again, we are going to calculate. Total completion time is 38 days as usual. Here average completion time is getting little bit changed. That is 129 divided by number of jobs. That is 5. So 25.8 days. So each and every job according to the longest, this longest processing time priority rule, it is requiring 25.8 days. Similarly, average number of jobs in the system, that is total flow time divided by the processing time. So each approximately 3.39 jobs are going to be in the system. And average job lateness is summation of job lateness divided by number of jobs. That is going to give you 4.8 days. Now let's summarize all these in the summary table. Are you able to see this summary table?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So according to SPT, total completion time is 38. Right. For EDD, for LPT, all are getting completed with the 38 days. But here, if you can see, average completion time is varying. Right. For SPT, it is little lesser. EDD and LPT, it is approximately same. So depending upon your production policy, shop floor policy, you need to focus on these priority rules. Am I clear? Right. So this is the summary. Okay. Any question with respect to what we have discussed till now? Any question from your end?
मैम 3 टाइप के न्यूमेरिकल आपने बोला है, पहले तो फोरकास्टिंग वाला, फिर ये सीक्वेंसिंग वाला, और थर्ड कौन सा था?
एसपीटी मतलब शॉर्टेस्ट प्रोसेसिंग टाइम, ईडीडी मतलब अर्लीस्ट ड्यू डेट, एलपीटी मतलब लॉन्गेस्ट प्रोसेसिंग टाइम।
नहीं मैम, ये नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ मैं, न्यूमेरिकल कौन से टाइप का, तीसरा वाला आपने बोला ना 3 टाइप के आते हैं 10-10 मार्क्स के लिए, पहला तो अपना
Now,
फोरकास्टिंग।
okay, so this is the one type in the module number 3,
ओके,
right?
ये, हाँ,
Next, in the module number 3 itself, somewhere you will be finding that is the Johnson's rules. वो वाला भी हम करेंगे, फिर सीपीएम भी करेंगे, पर्ट भी करेंगे और क्रैशिंग भी करेंगे. So in module number 3 there are total 5 types of problems. So this is the first one in sequencing. This is
अच्छा
first category. Right,
मैम,
this is the most simplest one. Rarely it has been asked in the examinations. The most simplest one.
ओके,
That is the, हाँ, बोलो.
थर्ड मॉड्यूल के अलावा कोई न्यूमेरिकल है जो आते हैं एग्जाम के लिए?
Sorry, फिर से repeat करो.
थर्ड मॉड्यूल के अलावा और आगे वाले मॉड्यूल में कौन सा न्यूमेरिकल है जो
Module number
एग्जाम में
5.
आते हैं?
Module number 5.
अच्छा,
Line
हाँ,
balancing. हाँ, this is the longest one. मतलब जिसमें numericals ज्यादा है. So we
हाँ,
are
हाँ,
considering this first because numericals are damn easy. Now you can see this, na, in sequencing, it's damn easy to calculate this SPT, EDD and LPT. Damn easy, right? So now the next type of these numericals in the sequences. See, in module number 3, there are 2 types. One is sequencing and the second one is scheduling. In sequencing, there are 2 types. In scheduling, there are 2 types of numericals. Plus, in the scheduling, we have numerical, that is crashing. So everyone will go through it. So you'll get about it. See, it may happen that from module number 3, they are going to ask 2 types of numericals. It may happen. Right, so 20 marks you can score over there.
यस मैम,
Okay, so the second one is the Johnson's numerical. This is the second method in module number 3. This also belongs to sequencing of the jobs, right? So let me go ahead. This is also very damn easy. Once you go through it, you will be really find it very, it's a kind of a puzzle. My slide is taking little bit more time to get load.
हेलो,
Okay,
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम.
anyway, yes.
मैम तो सीक्वेंसिंग में मतलब एंड गोल क्या किया हम लोग को, बस टेबल ड्रॉ करने का या फिर कुछ स्टेटमेंट भी है ऐसा? तो मतलब ये प्रायोरिटी रूल के
No,
हिसाब से
this
हम लोग
much
को
is
ये
enough.
फाइंडिंग मिला है.
हाँ, इन्होंने पूछा है ना कि आप कंपैरिजन करो, तो हमने कंपैरिजन कर दिया उसका, right? So we the
Yes,
final question was to compare, है ना? So we have
हाँ मैम.
compared that. So that much is enough. Am I clear?
यस मैम.
आवाज सुनाई दे रही है?
यस मैम.
ओके, फाइन. सो उन्होंने टोटल 4 चीजें पूछी थी. एक तो आप एसपीटी के हिसाब से फाइंड आउट करो, देन एलपीटी के हिसाब से फाइंड आउट करो, देन ईडीडी के हिसाब से फाइंड आउट करो, और लास्ट में उन्होंने पूछा था कि तीनों को कंपेयर करो। तो हमने ये सारी चीजें कर दी। आप साइमल्टेनियसली दूसरे डिवाइस में पीडीएफ अगर ओपन कर सकते हो तो करो। विल बी गोइंग थ्रू ना पीडीएफ में, अरे मेरा जो पीपीटी है उसमें ये सारी चीजें क्वेश्चंस के तौर पे लिखी हुई है।